This is a very special praising video because or stream however you want to put it, to put it simply, Roger Craig Smith is just one of the best voiceover dudes in the entire world. Like I just definitely do like his voice in general and everything that he does. He's such an awesome guy, and that simply as that, he just amazes me more, and he kind of like helped me much more as to get much more, you know, with going with the flow of voiceover. Yeah,
Oh, we're here, yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I
and
mean,
like
I'll
your
agree with
opinion?
you. My opinion about Roger Craig Smith, he's like one of those actors. Yes, you can recognize his voice, but the tiniest bit is like how awesome he could do with the voices. He could go either like deep teenager or even like doing a kid's voice. That was surprising about him. And for me, how I got introduced to him, it was both Sonic and regular show.
For me, it was a Wreck Around because that's where he voiced Sonic. That's before I knew who he was.
Oh, so we good? So
Yeah,
we good to start now?
yeah.
Okay, one of the top ones for me, of course, being Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is what I was mad about. Like right now, I was just trying to figure out where exactly did he start with Sonic. Like I do know that it was in 2010, but it was either Sonic Free Riders or Sonic Colors. But in my opinion, I kind of mostly did get introduced to him in Sonic Colors, which is where it all started. Just still a little bit mad, but nevertheless, it was awesome for this dude to take the mantle of one of the most iconic video game characters in the whole world.
Of
Mhm.
course.
I mean, yes. What I liked about his Sonic, yes, just that like his funny attitude, just being a pal to everybody. One of my favorite performances by Sonic with Roger, especially has to be Sonic Boom for me.
Oh, and you want to like explain more on that, or just saying?
I I felt like there was like more funny moments in that show if you have to agree.
Well, you're not wrong because I believe in that one Frog episode, there was that one great fourth wall break where Sonic Sky is like dropping down and he's communicating with everybody on the wrist comms, and he's like, and Tails was like, Roger, and Knuckles, who's Roger? And then he's talking to me. He's spoken his normal
I
voice.
know. And like because Knuckles would take it literally like, "Who's this Roger?" And of course, Sonic would like, "He's talking to me."
Even though I just tried to
Approved.
explain that, but yes. Oh wait, hold on a second. My other bro is like chatting with me. We're planning to see like Shazam 2 so soon.
Oh,
Cool.
well, good luck with that.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like yes, Sonic Boom, especially in the games, yes, he does awesome. And what Christian mentioned earlier, Wreck-It Ralph, which was pretty awesome for him in the one of being one of the best, movies ever. And what ones can I say about him? He's just this great as Sonic, this top one.
Well, yeah, other than Jason Griffith, of course.
Well, yes.
And yes, what I mostly do like is how he was brought in to make Sonic sound a little bit much more older and mature and everything, a much more bigger type of hero. And oh wait, what else did I had in mind about to say about him?
Oh, I have this funny story actually.
What?
So I watched this YouTube video last year. It was with Troy Baker, right? And
Uh-huh.
legit, the video starts off with him driving, and he picks up Roger Craig Smith, right? He was like, "Roger, let's talk about the movie. You were so great in that movie." Then Roger was like, "Hold on, hold on. I was not even the voice of Sonic." He was like, "What? You joking, right?" And
Yes.
basically, the video was like Troy Baker and Roger Craig Smith, create the ultimate Sonic shoe.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Oh
what
wait,
I was really
yeah.
concerned about. Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go. I remember what I was gonna say on my side, but you go.
I was gonna say, like, since they were talking about Sonic, he could have talked about Espio a little bit. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Right. And okay, so I gotta say, like the recent Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, which I was surprised to see that it was a really spectacular game, and it was so much more different. Like it was got to be the most serious thing out of the whole Sonic franchise as a whole. And Roger's voice in there, I was like, dang, he sounds much more deeper now. I mean, like he kind of lost that whole high pitched type of deal where he kind of sound almost got a little bit like this. It's kind of like he lost it, but he still do has it. I was like, what happened to your voice, man? You still sound cool, but dang.
It's just basically Sonic hitting puberty.
I mean, it's about time. I mean, he's gonna be 15 forever, but eventually, just
I mean, it's the same thing with Ash Ketchum. He's been 10 forever, man. Come on, at least age him
Well,
up.
yeah, because of the anime aging logic.
hmm
but nevertheless, Sonic is just my top favorite from Roger as a whole, and of course, well, you already know with me and Sonic. So.
Infinity for me.
Of course, Infinity, because he's my second favorite Sonic voice actor, like I said, other than Jason Griffith.
hmm
And now let's all salute to the next one.
Captain America, yeah. Before getting introduced to his Captain America, of course, yeah, Chris Evans and all that. But cartoon-wise, it was for me Tom Kenny's version, which is really cool. But I got introduced to Roger Craig Smith's version of Captain America through Avengers Assemble, basically.
Well, obviously, me too.
Yeah, all right. And like Roger's version, I got introduced to in Lego Marvel Superheroes, where he also voiced Human Torch, and of course, right there, that one scene when they all went to Asgard with, let's see, Cap, Thor, Wolverine, and Human Torch. Yeah, it just really just mind blowed me how he could just jump back and forth, like,
Mhm.
like right there.
But especially Captain America's performances in Avengers Assemble, like how heroic he is, his funny moments in that. I just like the voice, like it's basically his regular voice, but more hero like.
Well, yeah, it's very commanding.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say like he's just the best voice for Captain America as a whole. Like I do also enjoy Tom Kenny, like his version, kind of much more hamminess. Like while Tom Kenny is just hammy, just like I explained in the Owning the Mantle episode, Rogers is just much more what you said, Christian, much more commanding.
And of course, Tom Kenny was going for almost like a Metro Glory type of deal.
You could say that, yeah. But nonetheless, again, a great performance by Roger. Infinity for me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Fresh. I finally saw Aristocats.
And how did that go?
It was actually really good. The choreography was good. The voice acting. I found out that the voice of Blue was one of the cast.
Yes. Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting the horse carriage guy Edgar to become the main antagonist, of course, because of his greed. Oh, excuse me, I'm not in the will. Of course, I'm gonna taking over cats. It's one of those deals.
Yes, we will discuss it when we get to station presentation and stuff. We're just trying to like keep it easy between like all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's go deep into the shadows as Batman.
I'm Batman. Yeah, I was really surprised about his version of Batman. And in my opinion, he sounds like Troy Baker's Batman, in my opinion.
I agree. No one to blame you because when I did see Batman versus TMNT, I was like, is that Roger or Troy?
Yeah. Yeah, with his Batman voice, again, it was perfect, similar to Troy Baker's. Man, he could just right now, before we started the stream, he was answering this fan's question about what's the difference between Captain America and Batman, and just explaining his experience with Batman. That's what was more good for him.
And yes, taking a much more once again the younger version of Batman during that time, which I just found out when I was first discovering the game of Batman Arkham Origins is Yeah, pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Of course, one of the few times I heard his Batman was one of the worst. People's critics about it, but yeah, you ever heard of Batman Ninja?
Yes.
Yes, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. People might have like different opinions. I like what kind of like costumes they were going for this time. Like what kind of structure they were going for. Like especially the characters. Like yeah, this is the first time Tony Hill voiced the Joker. Fun fact.
Oh,
Yeah. But other than that, Infinity for me for Batman.
agreed.
Of course. I think him and Troy should take over the mantle of Kevin Conroy. May he rest in peace.
We'll just have to see.
I now like let's see a turn for you. You
Diamonds.
we'll jump back as soon as we can. But go ahead.
Diamond, a dragon's worst friend. Yeah, about Roger's version of Diamondhead, it was really awesome because at times Diamondhead is like, very serious with the voice. But with Roger's take, I really like it.
Yeah, it's alright for me. It's almost taking the liberty of using Eric Bowser's voice a little.
I don't see that actually.
Hmm.
Because with Eric Buzz it's a little bit deeper. With Roger, I just describe it as a combination of both Sonic and Hawkadile.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Remember that short where Diamondhead was wearing those gorilla glasses? I don't know what you call those, but he was in the RV. He's like, just did off, and he accidentally shot some shards at the window. He like, Grandpa will never find out, and he's like picking through the window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your opinion, Fresh?
Well, I just basically agree with everything that you say, and along with Diamond Head, I also enjoyed his character as
Steve Smythe.
yes.
Indeed. Yes, I like the accent he gave to Steve Smythe.
And like for some reason, he kind of just looks like a much more steampunk version of the freaking Scotsman from Samurai Jack. When you look at him,
It's basically Scotsman's long lost cousin or brother that just had enough with his annoyance.
And Fresh, can you say the do part in Steve Smythe's voice?
okay. I am a gentleman, not a dude, and this is not a squid. This is a octopus.
Exactly.
And
Steve
see,
Smythe would. Oh no, go ahead.
no, and like, don't you also agree that he kind of almost sounds like S. Scott Bullock's character on TV?
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, exactly.
Which character?
T. Mitty from Breadwinners, that god awful show.
But remember, he also they use the same voice for King Goobot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What else can I say? Yeah. Other than Steve Smythe, like, yeah, I thought he was a really interesting new villain to like the concept of the Ben 10 reboots. I really had no problem with him. I give him a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and he actually scared Ben a little, mainly because of the tentacles, because of that mishap as a kid.
And you first?
And yeah, like okay, I'm like okay. His other characters that I also enjoyed was Kyle.
I was gonna ask you your scoring for Steve Smythe.
Okay, well, yes, of course, 100 out of like 100 out of Infinity, because of course. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Infinity out of 100 because well, just Roger as a whole, he's just that awesome.
Yes, and yeah, I know who you're gonna say, Kyle, aka Iron Kyle.
Well, yes, because well, I mean, I'll save it for Thomas in regular show, but
But yeah,
You know what? The fact that they made an episode based on what was it? And the original one, season 4, Ready to Rumble.
yeah,
Yeah, but this time Gwen was involved.
yeah, and goddamn, like the voice he was using. Yes, I know we're gonna get to like regular show, but yeah, he was using a similar voice to a character from regular show. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
yes.
Of course, another character he voiced was his version of Way Big.
Oh yeah, I forgot your voice is way big. I kept thinking it was going to be Eric Bauza for Omniverse, but it's all right. I kind of prefer Eric Bauza's version.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
And in the Forever Night, remember that? This the
Oh
one.
yeah,
Mhm.
like one of the toughest villains ever. I prefer like the Forever Nights when they're like that, brought not just one character.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, what was it? He also took over for Milius. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Right. And that one, he was like a neutral, like not just bad, but a neutral. And I love how like after Tetrax escapes, like don't worry, we'll catch him in the next reboot.
That's pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I love how they took elements from his Omniverse design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like the surprising voices from Roger, especially from the Ben 10 reboot. I was I'm happy that he's part of like a big franchise as itself.
Yeah, but I kind of wish I guys saw a glimpse of Princess Ataya.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do? I mean, but in that, from his roles of intent, a million.
Yes, I agree.
Oh yeah, I remember he voiced a girl in Ben 10 reboot. Was it Peggy?
Peggy. Oh wait, I know who. Yeah,
Penny.
Penny.
Penny, sorry, Penny. Yeah, that shocked me because I thought her voice actor was Blitz. You remember that character in Total Roma that has like different jobs? She's fat.
Oh
and
yeah,
got, like,
MacArthur.
yeah, I thought it was her voice actor because she kind of sounds like her. But what I found was Roger Craig Smith. Like, wait a effing minute.
Surprise.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Penny?
Well, I only saw the episode once, but I guess decent. Again, if I watch more episodes, that's the thing.
Well, she did appear in an episode. I saw a clip on YouTube where Steve Smythe makes a reappearance, and she keeps blaming Ben that she thinks he's showing her current cross, but it's actually Steve Smythe and Orsa Crow, which for some reason he came back to him after he betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I mean it's all right. But I prefer a female to voice Peggy because it's weird that Roger is voicing a woman. Anyway, next one.
Okay, and now we get to my real introduction to Roger Craig Smith. Overall, is his various roles in regular show. So
Yes.
yeah, it all started back in season 2, and I got to be honest. Whenever there's a season 2 in any different like show, either live action or animated, you already know that new things are going to get down much more awesome and more awesomer as the show goes on.
Yeah. Like yeah. Was it your first episode high score?
Unfortunately, yes. Like I'm trying to like refresh way back on what was the first ever appearance, and it did say guest voice in High Score. So yeah, he started playing these two like jerky little kids who just heckle.
You could say
Mortal Kombat.
asshole kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're just showing off and everything, Margaret was trying to be the good, person here, saying, they're just children, which she's right about, but, talking hella shit about Mordecai Rigby. And yeah, and finding out their names were Mikey and Simon.
Yes.
But I gotta be honest, Roger's performance as both of those kids, again, with the kid voices, it was outstanding.
It simply was.
Yeah. And yeah, another good character, which was under a plot twist, was Thomas. Thomas, he was one of the best characters from regular show. Nothing really wrong about him. He was like
Okay, let's recap about Thomas. Is he that gold-headed dude?
Yes, I mean not goat-headed, full-on goats, but yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, and Roger, remember the first episode he appeared in? Yeah. Where Mess is taking too far with the pranks, and Mark and Ripley were trying to pin like the prank on like Thomas, but ooh, that was too extreme.
Well, technically, his first appearance was in Exit 9B.
Right. but that's the first time I saw Thomas before
Oh.
seeing that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah, go on first with your opinion.
Yes, I agree with everything you say. Thomas was simply there to I mean, like, yeah, I remember, like, he was created due to many of the staff that worked on regular show working as interns themselves, and so they just decided to put him as that. But then, as the series progressed more, it was eventually revealed that Thomas was actually just a Russian spy. But
Named Nikolai.
yes,
Yeah. At that point, yeah, I watched when that episode like dropped. That's when I first watched it. Like new episodes coming out. That's the first time I was watching. I was like, "He's a Russian spy, not Thomas," because it's unexpected.
and I just gotta say, Roger freaking nailed. But it was great to see him again in Guys Night 2. But when he really did go away, I just felt empty.
Yeah, I wish we could have saw more episodes with Thomas slash Nikolai, because even though his whole secret was like revealed to everybody, it would have been good to see him again. Hey, Fresh, guess what?
What?
Guys night.
Guys Night.
Guys night. Is it really guys night? But Thomas.
Has there been a girls' night in regular show?
No.
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
Then again, some of the girl characters in the show had like beef, if you know what I mean. Well, especially with CJ and Margaret, but I know they made up like somehow. Like they released that episode.
Yes.
But let's see here. The next character I really liked for Roger was Margaret's dad, Frank.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was one of the surprising voices by him, like just going like full deep and just that protective dad type. I was like, congrats to Roger.
Exactly. I just didn't know he could be able to pull that off so good. And another thing that really shocked me was when I did see the episode, it was shocking to reveal that he was actually the only token human member of the family.
Exactly. Because while like he was trying to give Markai some like a swimsuit, you see the pictures basically in the background.
Yes. And even though he is the way he was, is just he was afraid that many of Margaret's guy friends might take her away from him. But it's good to know that he will always be loved and always be a good dad and always just do whatever it takes to be as awesome as he can be. In a way.
Exactly. Wait, wasn't he also in the Thanksgiving special?
Yes, it was great that he did help out Mordecai and Rigby to win the prize turducken and defeat what was it, Rich Buckner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's a cool dude. Another character. Yeah, Doug.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Doug Shablowski. Yes, right. The otter that volunteered as a temporary. What was it? Oh, yeah, can hire a template. Hire somebody to take care of his work, basically. But it turns out that he can manipulate his voice and change his appearance into anybody. That was pretty cool, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about Doug. Oh my god, the way he was, impersonating like Rigby, just going through the stages. Oh man, that whole fight. Who's the real Rigby? I'm Rigby. No, I'm Rigby.
But so one thing that did save them is the real Rigby would never hug anybody. And you got in trouble, Doug. Bad boy.
He got shackled by Skips.
Yeah.
And then of course, Fresh always mentions, but yeah, you can mention it again, Fresh.
Yes, every single time, whenever Doug is gonna get sent to jail, like the commissioner does explain everything. Commissioner, police detective, whoever he is, voiced by Mark Hamill, he always wants me to do the voice every time.
Because it's a unique voice Mark did.
Yes.
Would you like to give an example for everybody?
All right. Now the Pep's full name is Doug the Doppelganger Shablowski. He's been pulling his scam all over the country, but thanks to you, he can be brought to justice.
Exactly. And then another character was yeah, the video store guy, yeah, Dave.
Wait, that's his name?
Yeah, Dave.
Oh yeah, appearing in that, and what was it? Grave sites where they try to have a scary movie night in the graveyard and everything. And yeah, he's a decent dude. Knows what he's doing.
And Roger also played one of the blonde, like multiple, actually, like some of the blondes from the blonde episodes that to be blonde.
Yes. My other one of the more impressive ones is my profile of the Urge. Like he used to be part of a band called Barracuda Death Wish. He like what I do like about him is that he legally changed his name to the Urge simply to just become much more cooler than ever. And what I really do love is Roger just both I did make a video about this on my second channel, and well, I just can't get enough of that.
And let's see another character. Oh yeah, Negative Rigby.
Yes, I really did hear his voice whenever like he howled. I was like, "There's no way Roger did this," but when he howled, I was like, "Oh, shoot!"
Woo, party! Low Five Ghosts.
Yes. And another thing, when it came to like something was like a little bit off, cool but off. Like when you first meet him, of course he's like all like high pitched, and then and later episodes his voice is much more deeper than it is. It's weird when you listen to it, but overall he is a cool guy, just like his little brother. High fives, and that's all I gotta say.
Whoa. Okay, before you get into that, like more of it, there was another actor added to the new Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Who?
There's gonna be a character named Spider-Man India.
Spider-Man India?
Yes.
What's
How
so
does
funny
that
about that? I don't know. It just showed up because I was just looking through stuff, and it just showed up. Plus, it was showing the release date, the new release date for the Mario movie, and yeah, the stats. Let's see, other characters Roger played.
Okay. Oh, you remember and like, but I have a receipt where they try to return, the realm of Darthon, and he was like, the realm of Darthon does not blow. You got to use your imagination. He
Yes.
clerk, and then he turned into Darthon.
Yeah. And we call it. Remember that guy from the what was it? The videotape store.
Wait, I thought we already talked about him. Did you
Oh,
say his name was Dave?
yeah, Dave. But did you mention the part where he was like threatening like to like break the guy's fingers?
No, I didn't. Like, yeah, that was the episode, the best VHS in the world, where he had an overdue tape, and well, I just gotta say, I kind of like him more because he reminded me way back when I used to have the VHS and all those tapes that I watched, and yeah, it kind of like hits much more when you on memory lane.
Do you remember this character he played, Jimmy, like one of Musliman's friends? Because it was like the TV episode.
Yes, where Mordecai Rigby tried to beat the Hammer, and then he offered them this old black and white TV, and then he actually got fired when he sold them it, but he sadly got killed by the Hammer.
Yeah. I just love the ending though, where Benson was like, "Hey guys, you can use my." To solve the mess, he was like leaving. I wonder what changed his mind.
Well, maybe what changes his mind?
No, like to give.
Okay, I made a mistake coming over here because this part was
No,
already.
like giving the TV to them. That's what I was referring to.
Oh, well, I guess just wanted to be nice. Tried to be.
And there was also another video store guy. Remember what that VHS like tape like? Remember that was taking over your mind.
Oh, that guy. It was like he was like I watch Planet Chaser, Starlight Excellent all day, every day.
Mm-hmm. Let's see another character. Oh yeah, remember Chuck?
Oh no, I hate that guy so much.
Exactly.
He's just
Okay.
a dude.
Yeah, he is. You know, just being chosen all like. And this is the episode where like Mordecai Rigby actually knocked out Benson while doing something. Ooh. And just all those spices going through his body. Goddamn. Uh, but yeah, I agree with you. He was a total asshole. And you remember Jeremy?
Chad and Jeremy. Like, yes, the possum and the ostrich. And like I do remember when we did voice
Oh, I
walking.
forgot about those guys. Oh
Yeah.
man, I just got nostalgic. Got luck.
You
Yeah.
actually watched that?
Yeah, I actually saw that episode as a kid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I look like Rickaby and Mordecai.
Well, just their replacements because they're not really doing their job. And, you know, Benson just wanted, new employees to just prove their point. But having this whole party at the end, and, dang, just quitting afterwards. Okay, the urge. Oh yeah, Margaret's cousin, John. Remember him?
Yes, like he, where Mordecai thought that she was going to go out with this dude, but when it's revealed that he was her cousin, and he actually actually has a prosthetic leg.
Ooh.
Mm,
And reminds
yeah.
me of the episode of Gumball where Gumball that Danny was in love with Leslie the flower and he got jealous this whole time but found out that they're cousins.
Yeah, I did see that. But he was a pretty chill guy. Yeah, one of the saddest ones. Well, yeah, until the ending. Yeah, one of the other characters he played was Uncle Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Mordecai's
uncle.
uncle.
Oh, is that the one who guys caught in that bowling thing?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. And they had the nerve to show a freaking tree shredder.
Uh,
Well, it was basically just what? Oh yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I like how he was really chill at the end though.
Yes, all to just give Mordecai like his money back.
Mm-hmm. I like what were you gonna say?
Never mind. I lost it and stuff. Let's see. Other different ones.
Oh, he played like the main waiter in that one episode where Mustman was meeting Starla's parents.
Yes,
Yeah, that was an impressive voice he did.
he did.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh yeah, he also voiced Diego, from the one episode with, Pops' birthday with the fuzzy dice.
I yeah, I do.
No cash, you gotta play for the tickets, It was a really it was a really nice voice to be honest.
It is.
Yeah. And what was it? You remember this character named Augie?
Oh wait, Augie from okay. I mean, I passed it. It was what was it called? Like 150-piece kits. Yeah. What? No, wait. Oh, hair to the. Oh, but wait a second. But isn't this also the one where the oh, never mind. I must be thinking about something else.
Another great character to play was Timmy.
Yeah, one of the best kid characters in like any show. I mean, like he's always had a special birthday with the gang and everything. Never gave up on him.
Uncle Benson. Timmy. Oh man. Man, that was a great episode, especially guest appearance by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what you said, like being one of the nicest kids. At least he was not like that fat kid from what was it? The one Jeff Bennett voice.
Yeah. His name was also Jimmy. Like, yeah, it was It was in like the second episode. Just set up the chairs where Benson tried to say happy birthday to him, but he said, "Just drive the bus, you crazy slum jockey!"
You know what it sounded like, Fresh? That fat lady from Flapjack.
I knew who's gonna say
Oh,
that.
the dog hag! Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you say Jimmy? But his name is Jimmy. His name is Timmy.
Well, yes. No. I mean, like I only said he also named Jimmy because Muscle Man's friend was Jimmy. You know, the one that got killed off the TV.
Oh,
That's
all
why.
right, yeah. Let's see. Other roles from Roger.
Okay. There was that from TGI Tuesday. There was this one episode where Margaret was gonna go to college, but before she can leave or something like that, the guy set up this party for her, and then there were these ghosts that like the hardiest partiers back in the 80s. The leader,
Mm-hmm.
Roger Christmas voiced, and then his teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one?
Well, yes, I've seen him once. I know what you're referring to. And another character, yeah. What was I about to mention? Oh yeah, he also voiced Daryl, Margaret's little cousin. You remember?
Oh yes, I do. The one that tried to convince Mordecai that the only way to impress him is to beat him in a cannonball contest.
Yep. What other ones? Oh, I remember he played the Xenomorph. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Wait a minute. He played a Xenomorph. Wait, there was a Xenomorph in regular show?
You know when they were in space.
Yeah.
Really? They
Yeah.
actually. What the?
Not. Let's see. What are Greek characters? Not him.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention. Also in Exit 9B, where we got introduced to Garrett Bobby Ferguson Jr.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he also played the owner of that restaurant. Remember when Markai wanted to take
No way.
what?
Wow, I can't believe they actually had a Xenomorph in the show. Looks pretty weird though.
I mean, the best they could do. But I was about to mention first. Remember that the owner of that restaurant, Markai, was taking Margaret to be like her, girlfriend and all, but it just went mayhem after that.
You talked about the one where the Capicola gang, that gang of what was it? Animatronics? Yeah.
Yeah, they returned. And like at that moment where the leader was like talking about college, I never went to college and he got blown up. And that was Roger's cue.
Oh.
And the Xenomorph's name is Shannon Acid-Butt.
Mm-hmm. Any more?
Well, we basically kind of said just mostly everything. Just the dude's just awesome, plain and simple because of this.
Exactly. And I thank him for that. Like, this is like infinity for me.
Exactly. Oh.
What?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, while was going down, it says here that he's also dating a woman.
Cool.
All right. Next up, yeah, you also forgot to put Richard on there as well.
I actually put Richard earlier. Like, I actually put them separate, but you could just talk about them right now. But Christian, go ahead about Hakadal.
Oh, okay. So Hakadal is basically Johnny Bravo. He never takes off his sunglasses. As supposed to be part of his identity and stuff. In fact, he used to be friends with this other guy. I forgot what his name is. They used to be friends.
I know what character you're talking about. I watched an episode, and that character was voiced by Keith Ferguson.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Anyway, so yeah. Originally, Hakadal had a blindfold or hair over his head, and then that's where he earned his sunglasses and stuff. But yeah, Hakadal, it's just like a tough guy of the group. Also Sonic Boom Knuckles a little bit. He's not dumb. He's just a typical guy. I don't know how else to explain it. You Blitz?
I mean, don't forget about his crush.
Right. He's sipping over Dr. Fox.
Yeah, and there was even one episode where like Hakudo had to do something saying convince you had to like confess your like real love, and he really didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah, and he had it was like keep striking down because he keeps like avoiding his love, and he actually did, but Dark Spark wasn't really paying attention.
But boys, I have a question.
What?
What is love?
Baby,
What is
you
love?
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt
Don't hurt
me.
me
Don't hurt
no
me.
more.
Oh, bam, 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 bam. Oh man, that never performed.
Oh man, especially with Jim Carrey. Oh, the way he was moving the head. Oh, but going back, yeah, Hakudo, he's a really cool character, and yeah, both like hearing similar voices to him and Diamond, I was like, damn, this is a really cool like voice he was using. Like I just give Hakudo a 10 out of 10. He's just a cool dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
Me too.
First, you want to explain about Richard?
Okay, well, Richard, I guess you could say like, well, when I first saw the promo and he was like catchphrase, it was like, okay, so he's that type of dude, but it turns out say he's actually some kind of like calm, chill, like stoic ER type of dude.
Yeah, and besides Richard, they also call him Rick.
Mm-hmm. This for short, yeah.
You remember that episode where Kitty couldn't find Richard and Honey see Antes, and she kept freaking out, and he said he's been there the whole time.
Yes, I do actually. Yeah, Richard, this big there, nothing wrong with him, I give him a 10 out of 10 also.
Yeah. Remember that episode where King had those like happy object thingies and had to like come sad and stuff and oh no it's because it was like having Richard have his own happy object thing because he had like a crush thing and she wanted to do that for him and I want to try to do some sad stuff of course Peppercorn accidentally poked Yuki in the eye, and she became angry. Now got angry, and he became angry.
Mm-hmm. Great character. Alright, next.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, two other chapters. Well, yeah, with
Yes.
Belson, before him voicing him, it was originally Jason Marsden voicing Belson and Sumo.
Yeah, it was impressive though.
Yeah. And when like they changed the actors, I was really surprised how they could replicate the voice.
Oh, so very much. Yeah, that's why I just call magic right there.
Mm-hmm. But with Belson, he's just this rich kid that doesn't really like Clarence. Except when they went to the zoo, they did have that little moment because it was revealed that Belson likes dolphins.
Well, yes, I have read about this on Wikipedia. Like, while he does use verbal abuse aside from physical abuse, deep down he secretly thinks Clarence is cool, but he'll never admit it. That's what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that sleepover with Belson's legit. One of the boys was like, "Yo, Belson, your mom is foxy." If you remember
Yes,
that.
I mean they're not wrong.
Yes, they're not wrong about that. Especially like Jeff and Cynthia having like a close bond. Just talking to her about life basically. Like during
Yes.
that chase, but yeah. Also, remember when Belson was in the hospital?
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones. It was all due to some stupid prank that Belson tried to pull on Clarence, but he ended up falling off the roof, breaking his bones.
Mm-hmm. And of course, yeah, laser tag. He's not even playing.
Is this a nice game, Laser Ghost? Shut up.
Shut up.
What? I thought you like being called that.
Shut up.
And I was just gonna say, every time when he makes his trademark frown, he just reminds me of Bert from Sesame Street.
Well, but there was this one episode where they actually revealed Belson's father.
Oh yeah, I have heard about something like. Go on.
Because the episode goes like this: they're all playing soccer with each other, and they actually throw it. It's like Clarence had to get it, and the ball's leading into like this big building, into an elevator until he goes to the top floor where he met Belson's dad.
And oh wait, and I can see where he kind of like got his bratty behavior. Not only because he's also rich, we forgot to mention that part, but mostly because his father.
Wait, I did say he was rich in the beginning.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, but yeah. But yeah, the episode was like really surprising. It's kind of like a Monsters Inc. kind of parody because it was revealed that he was doing some kind of fraud and everything, and there was some lady that was working for him to finding out that she was a secret spy this whole time, kind of like Roz. That's why I was like parody.
I see.
Yeah, and in the end of the episode, Clarence was just saying a nice thing to Belson, but he's like, whatever, all that.
Remember that episode where first I don't remember how Belton got injured, but he's in hospital and Clarence. I was like,
We just
Dude.
mentioned that.
We just
oh, I'm sorry, I'm too distracted. I'm busy putting out my show. I'm almost done though.
Oh, okay. What was another good episode with Belson? What was it?
well, basically you said everything from my side.
Oh yeah, that episode with Amy.
Oh, Amy Gillis.
Ah, Amy
that,
Gillis, right?
Wait. Amy Shimshaw or Amy Gillis? Amy Gillis.
Amy Gillis.
Exactly. And it was just like that whole fight with the pilots and everything.
And then that one
Scoop,
scene where he
scoop,
tried to be all
scoop.
gentleman.
Oh no, I was just making a reference, but go ahead.
And that one scene where he would try to be all gentlemanly when Nathan hit her in the face, it was like, whoa, you just hit her in the face. Sorry, Amy. Whatever. It didn't really hurt.
And it's like how Suma's like running us in a circle in that fight.
Yeah.
Amy is an alright character.
Yeah, wish she could appear in more episodes.
Yeah, I was disappointed that she barely appeared in any episodes. But yeah, like I think they should have like done that. Like I think her and Clarence could have an honest relationship.
And again, it was going like she had a tough time because it was real that her parents were getting separated, saying like she would rather like live with her mom or her dad. So
Ew.
like this moving situation. Yeah. But for Belson, one listener I'll be added to, but just being, funnies here and there. I give him a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, but let's not forget, in that one episode where Clarence finally got full on angry, he got punched in the face by him.
I was gonna mention
Yeah, I saw a compilation of that on YouTube where he keeps getting himself into detention by doing different stuff. Like one of them involved him grabbing a skunk out of his backpack.
I was gonna mention it, but I was like, it's gonna be it's like one of the darkest episodes because it all started with his little buddy. Oh man. But yeah, you're right.
First.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Wait, no, wait, you go.
I was gonna ask about your ranking, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah, 7.
And what were you gonna say?
Moving on to Percy.
Percy? This is like one of the surprising ones. The first shocking one for me, especially. Like, just him pulling up that kind of voice, like, "Hey, Belson." It was just wow.
That's probably why he was asked to play a girl because of how he can high pitch his voice.
Not
Probably.
necessarily, but I doubt it.
But yeah, go on first with your opinion.
Yeah, I think what you say is he's just meek, innocent, always getting himself into different kinds of like being clumsy and yeah, not very bright, to say the least, but still can be, warm as he can be.
Miss Baker, Brandon and I was seeing weird so we're giving one of mine. I think it was peanut butter, but that's okay because I didn't see any peanuts.
What? Brain!
Peanuts! Go! It had peanuts.
I didn't know peanuts had peanut butter.
And then Nathan punches both of them.
Nathan, no hitting.
And then didn't Roger voice it like Percy's parents?
I think he did. Yes.
Yeah, both of them actually. That was really cool.
Oh,
Oh man, it kind of reminds me of Rob Paulson, with the Weezer family.
exactly.
But yeah, for Percy, 10 out of 10. It was, he's just so innocent.
Agreed.
Next.
Yeah, one of the more tragic ones. And you say tragic because we'll just get the good stuff out first, but then the bad stuff, pulverizer.
Oh, Timothy. Yeah, like he already knew about the Torosuka because a few months ago, before like actually getting introduced to them, he actually saw them like fighting. And, he just wanted to be a Ninja Turtle himself, but declining every time because he would mess up. But eventually, like joining the Foot Clan, and he just wanted to become a mutant himself. That the mutant just, oh, it fucked him up really bad.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing though. The way Mugen works, you have to like you
Touch
wanna-
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
touch something. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, well, we know that, but he clearly didn't touch nothing. So here he comes, the mutagen man.
Yeah.
And yeah, the fact that like in the later episodes he would get jealous of Donnie because of April and then like just attacking.
Well, because he keeps talking to her a lot. That's why, and that's where he became Mugen Man.
And that led Donnie to freeze him. And then
Yeah.
ever since then, we haven't seen like later episodes of it. I would have loved to see an episode of them like, using the retro mutagen on like Timothy.
But that part
Me too.
didn't work. So
But yeah, how I found out that Roger played him. Of course, I watched the episodes like when it first came out, but when I was rewatching it back in 2020, I was like, why does he sound so familiar now? I was like, oh my god, it's Sonic.
yeah.
Yes. And I just gotta say, right around the time when I figured it out too, I was like, dang, now I like the Nickelodeon Turtles even more. Not just from the excellent voice cast, thanks to Andrea Romano, but everything as a whole.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I love how Splinter called him a doofus.
Yes. Not to all the above, huh, Splitter?
Yeah. For Timothy, 10 out of 10. For Mutagen Man, just 5 out of 10. That was a good
yeah,
impression.
I got to mention that part. That part right there, very tricky with the whole, electric staticky voice box thing, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the way I did it, just rubbing my voice and just cover my mouth.
And he did.
I thought you used the Bane method, where you have to cover your mouth and do that.
That's
Exactly.
why I just said.
Oh, okay then. Go on. Next.
Oh, okay. Next, let's see. What do you want next? Okay. Oh no, we have never should have doubted the awesome superiority of Dave the intern.
Sonic the Hedgehog, you rule this day. Yeah. Dave was a surprising voice for Roger in this series. Like, just go all nerdy and then just wanted to be a villain. Like, you want to explain more first?
Okay, yes, of course. When I was watching Sonic Boom, and then the episode is what was it? Double Doomsday. He just worshipped Eggman, and he just worked as his protege, but then he just kind of took advantage of him and just wanted to. And then later on, just wanted to become like his own personal man, and eventually he did become a founding member of the Lightning Bolt Society.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
No, go on.
Oh, and to be honest, I honestly really thought that it was Rob Paulson because he sounded like Carl, but to hear Roger and I did the voice, and I was like, well, dang, another one of Roger's characters I can do perfectly.
Cool. And yeah, it's like how his mom was like the complete opposite. They want their sons to like just be good, but in this case, she just wanted him to be really bad. And the only time, he actually did it. She was like, "I'm so proud of you."
For destroying their house.
Yes. But for Dave, 10 out of 10. This is surprising.
Agreed.
Good, next. Okay. Christian, would you like to explain?
But just on Slipstream. Yeah. So of course, back in Transformers anime, there were characters called Jetstorm and Slipstream. Jetstorm was an Autobot who transformed into a jet, and like Slipstream too. She's just a female clone of Starscream. But
Mhm.
why did they change the literally just taking those characters and transform into mini cons?
I mean, yeah, that's but you can't be surprised because they legit do this to every Transformers character.
I don't know, man. It's just,
I mean, look at Skywarp.
I know, and Nova Storm. I mean, I don't really care about Nova Storm that much, but I mean, come on, why did you have to do that? I prefer Slipstream to be the only female Seeker, and also I saw the episode of Earthspark where Soundwave first appeared, and I was disappointed that they made Frenzy a female.
Dang.
No, I'm serious. They actually did make Frenzy a female.
That's why I said dang.
Yeah.
Wait, speak of Earthspark, does he? Yeah, he voices a character now in the new season.
Oh yeah, I know. Breakdown.
Yeah. Which yes, you heard the voice a little bit, but hey, can't wait to see more of his performance.
Yeah. I mean, if we did Elemental
Oh, wait.
Breakdown, we could have like predicted it if we put Roger as him.
Maybe. Alright, next. Okay, Venom. I put this, even though I didn't really see the game, I was, really like proud of Roger of doing the Venom voice.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he could have played Spider-Man, but Venom, that was a one-up for him. Imagine him playing Carnage.
That I
I
would
mean,
love.
like, we both.
What?
We all.
Yes. For him, I give him a 9 out of 10.
I agree. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Also, I noticed that you skipped a little bit of my suggestion over there.
Oh, wait, which one? Like, oh,
No, yeah, over there. Yeah, Keanu Reeves and Johnny Depp from Inside Job. Even though I don't watch the show, I saw a clip 3 years ago. Because we were like, I knew we were gonna do this stream eventually. I was like going through his voice roles just in case. I was like, Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves. I was like, God damn! And the fact that he got the voices down, like, you can't even tell it was Roger. It was like, wow, he could really do celebrity voices like James Arnold Taylor does.
Oh yeah.
So like for both of them, 10 out of 10, like god damn, like especially the Keanu Reeves voice, and the fact that he's like a recurring character in that show. And that's it for.
He said it's glitching.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that scene where it showed Keanu Reeves and Johnny Depp, it also showed Leonardo DiCaprio for some reason, but he didn't have a voice. All right, people, we're gonna take a little break from here. And now the question is, what's gonna work? Nothing? Okay, teamwork.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
proceed. Hello?
Oh, we're still here.
Yeah, Bump, proceed.
Oh, well, I was already done with them.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Like,
There.
what else that I missed?
No, that's it.
Okay, and even though I don't really know the game that much, but somebody mentioned this when I made his. Wait, did I? No, wait, I did. That was another different character, but yeah, this guy Kyle Crane. This was one of the many few instances where I heard him swear. So that's all.
All right, from your swearing compilation of voice actors.
Yes.
Yeah. Christian was like, oh my god, Sonic is cursing, but it's not really Sonic's voice. To me, it would really be like Hakadal or Diamond Head, in my opinion, if you hear it.
Yes, of course.
But Yeah, this is like one of the few times I heard Roger curse. I was like, damn, really cool. Wasn't this also the same game with Travis Willingham, or was that another game?
That was another game.
Oh, okay, just making sure. But yeah, anything else for Kyle?
No, that's all I just gotta say.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Anybody else from like? Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, this is also one of its much more famous ones too. So let's see. Even though we did like clearly see from the interview when he was a Q&A answering fans questions, Ezio Auditore, like that Italian assassin, I was just gonna say he pulls off the Italian accent very flawlessly, and yeah, he's an interesting character.
Agreed. I mean, not really fun about Assassin's Creed, but just the character itself. That yeah, as we said before, is really impressed by Roger.
Let's see.
Oi!
Huh?
Which one of you are the Orange?
Yeah, like actually, when he said which one, that was actually Mark Hamill with, "Oi, which one of you was the Veil the Overkill?"
Oh, that one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, one of the more interesting ones was, of course, Captain Marvel or Marvel, the original.
Marvel, like Carvel, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like it is dumb, but yeah.
But yeah, I know there's like a lot of Captain Marvels. Like one of the few times how I got introduced to Captain Marvel was like where he was in Superhero Squad and he was voiced by Ty Burrell.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he was there.
Yeah, well, explain more about his version.
I mean, I don't really like. He's just some alien that kind of like died and passed on his mantle to Carol Danvers, becoming the Captain Marvel that we know now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay, hold on. I might have one here. Yeah, how's it going, Christian?
I think I'm almost done.
Jesus Christ, watch. At the end of the episode, he gets a girl to like do it. Just like how Bugs did it. Alright, I put one.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
The second voice for Winter Soldier in Avengers Assemble, originally voiced by Bob Bergen in the show, but when he came back, yeah, they always do this. When they can't get an actor, of course they gotta, replace him with another actor, which, could be, good sometimes, could be bad sometimes, but with Roger, goddamn, the voice is really deep, like Batman deep, but just like, menacing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Also, you kind of misspelled soldier, but that's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I know he also voiced Lego Riddler and Bat Knight.
Yes, and some character named Skeets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know who that character is. He's Booster Gold's sidekick.
Mm-hmm. But I just prefer Billy West's version of Skeets.
The one in Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anyone else that we missed or?
Okay, well, okay, but to be honest, when I did first watch Roger's compilation of voices, like one of the more surprising ones was when he did play Oliver in one Hannah Montana game.
Right, he did. And like going back to it was like, well, like of course, did you watch the show or like no?
Slightly, a little bit.
Oh, like, of course with it was Mitchell Musso. Like, did it sound like Jeremy to you or like somebody else? Like when Roger was doing it?
Kind of. I guess it sounded like how can I describe this as a? I mean, it kind of sounded a little bit like Kyle.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, one of the surprising ones also was when he played Eddie Gordo in Tekken 6. And since Tekken is like my favorite like video game franchise, it was awesome to hear him as you know the you know the yeah basically Christie's capoeira teacher.
Even though I was muted, I heard what you said. Yes, like
Oh yeah. Oh, I just noticed that.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he also played Kylo Ren.
Yes, only unmasked though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
Oh.
did you ever hear the voice?
Yeah.
Was it like really good or bad to you?
I mean, I guess kind of reminds me a little bit of little bit like an emo side, so to speak.
He also voiced this character, and what was it? Uh, Disney Infinity, right? He played this character from Cars that was originally from Cars 2. What was his name? I know it
Yeah,
started
it's
from.
that Italian car.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, voiced by the guy that was in Transformers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing the Italian voice, he did really good. And I guess that was everybody from Roger. I know there's other characters, but we're not familiar with.
Well, for me, it was shocking to know that he did play Toby Maguire in this one show called what was it? It was Celebrity Deathmatch. Yeah.
Wow, dang. How did that
So it's
go?
basically Death Battle, but the Celebrity Edition.
Well, I mean, like all of it is in like what was it? Stop motion? No, no, wait, not stop motion, but puppets or something like that. I don't know, but his version, it was kind of like, oh wait, what did he say again? He said something like blah blah blah, like this is gonna be the battle of me kicking your A. I was in Spider Man, you know.
Wait, okay, I'm just going back. I was just searching. It's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal versus Tobey Maguire, and also when I remember it. Oh yeah, he also played Runt of the Litter from Chicken Little, the video game.
Right.
Ah.
Let's see. Any more, or was that it?
But that's all on my side.
Mine as well. I know he voices a character in Naruto, but again, not familiar with all the characters.
Yeah, I'm not too a fan of a Naruto. Oh, too understand.
I like how people say it different ways. Naruto, Norito. But overall, Roger Craig Smith proven to be one of the best voice actors ever, especially with Sonic and much more. We just thank him for that.
Of course.
Yeah, and let's just hope for like many more surprises on his way.
True facts. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
And we'll
sorry, I wasn't much talkative.
yes, everybody. Christian was building a shelf like Bugs Bunny did.
I think I'm getting it in.
Actually, come to think of it, it reminds me of Deadpool with what Craigslist. That's what it was.
Hmm.
I talk about that one where that blind lady was trying to build that shelf.
Yes.
But of course, what she did wrong was she didn't put in the screws.
Yes.
And of course, the class is like, I wish I never heard of Craigslist.
Yes. And here we go, Audi.